find ways of going to help out and to support activities of one kind or another in school premises, sporting activities, whatever it happens to be in the evening. I know it's sometimes difficult. I know there are insurance issues, but where it's possible, I think it can be a great help when the council is facing difficulties in youth provision and all the rest of it. And on the general complaint about Sutton High Street, the first question, Sutton High Street, I can tell this is obviously, it is up there with, this is obviously a controversy. Does anybody like the elephant? No, not a single person here in favour of. What is this?
Is there an elephant?
I didn't even see the elephant.
I don't think there is an elephant.
There's a dislike of these wooden animals.
Maybe there is.
It's active hostility. Munira, did you go there for this thing? It's a way you could use it as a traffic calming measure. Pray for the satellite to land on it. All I can say is this is obviously something that the council and I are going to have to.
I'd love to talk to you about the wooden animals. I wasn't sure, Vanessa, if the question was specifically about the wooden animals or about the High Street generally. Because if it's the wooden animals, I've got a short answer. If it's the High Street, I've got a much longer answer. The wooden animals, the reason no one's putting their hand up is because there is no one here under the age of 8. When we decided to redevelop our High Street, we wanted to have something for all the members of our community. It was our children who chose those animals, it was our children who chose those designs, and they gave names to those animals. So I'm sorry you don't like them. I can assure you that all the youngsters do. I've seen kids rushing up, absolutely delighted to go and sit with them. There are lots of other things about the High Street that I am as angry and as frustrated as you are. It hasn't turned out the way we wanted. We are making adjustments to make it better. I could go on at great length about the good things that have happened, but you know the things that have gone wrong. You can see them every day. The fact that there are 30 new benches, I think, is a good thing. The fact that there are a lot more cycle stands, I think, is a good thing. But I know there are a lot of things that you're not happy about, and I absolutely accept that. I'm equally unhappy, and we're going to make sure that we fix it.
And who's going to resign who?
Can I just answer that question? I'm not going to tell you who has resigned. I will tell you that there are 12 people who have been working on that project that no longer work for the council.
Annie, good. If I just may, I mean, it's a very hot topic. I think most people in this building, in this hall, are unhappy with the outcome. The High Street, we had great expectations of the Mayor.
But let's not go
directly to do with safety on the streets, especially when you're on 2 wheels. Thanks very much for installing the blue bikes in central London, but I've noticed that when cycling around the borough of Sutton, it's not quite as easy. So what plans do you have for improving the roads for cyclists?
Back with a black hair right in the middle. Can we get that a bit more concerned?
Basically, we're talking about the community safety and the riots and everything else, and a lot of what we haven't covered, and I think Tony touched on it earlier on, is the causes for a lot of these things. And I run a lot of parenting programs, and we're seeing slowly that the funding is being cut now, and a lot of the parents that need to come on these programs, because obviously it's a result of why the youth of today are having some of these issues, it's been affected. So my question is, are there any plans for more parenting support, not just from the Borough of Sutton, but maybe for this in London as a whole?
Resilience, cycles and parenting support.
I think, because quickly on parenting, I think it's critical that we do more to support parenting, and I can see how it works. And there's a wonderful organisation which I'm going to see tomorrow morning called Parent Gym, where they get parents into the primary school, particularly parents who are feeling really unconfident about themselves as parents who don't know how to get their kids away from the TV or the games or whatever, who feel that they don't have the authority that they need now. It's wonderful to see how they gain strength from talking to each other, and the extra motivation that they get, and the ability to give their kids discipline